They're known as Marty's Miracles, dogs sentenced to death, brought back to health under the care of Dr. Marty Goldstein.
One of the most amazing cases I've ever had was Snoopy, the paralyzed dog. The veterinary neurologist recommended that Snoopy be humanely put to sleep.
He just can't walk.
As you can see, Snoopy couldn't walk at all. His legs just wouldn't hold him up. But here's Snoopy just a few months after following Dr. Marty's treatment plan.
He went from being paralyzed in all four legs to running like that across the lawn.
He has made such progress.
All thanks to the vet dubbed the Miracle Worker by Forbes magazine.
Dr. Marty Goldstein has been...
News of Marty's miracles has caught the attention of the media, as well as many celebrity pet owners.
I've treated the dogs of Oprah Winfrey, Martha Stewart, Jerry Seinfeld, John Travolta and Kelly Preston.
Now, Dr. Marty has created a simple technique you can do at home for animal health and long life.
You will notice a marked difference in your dog within days by making this one simple change.
This is a golden retriever. Due to incredibly high cancer rates, the average golden retriever lives to be only 9 years old, and up to 68% of goldens get cancer. But you want to know a secret? This is a picture of my golden retriever, Daniel. He looks young, but actually this photo was taken when he was 11 years old. That's considered old age for a golden. And look how young he looks. And he lived to be 19 and a half. Yes, almost 20 years old. Now for a golden retriever, that's like getting to live 2 lifetimes. And the secret to Daniel's longevity was simple. It was thanks to reading his calls for help. So I could address his needs and keep him healthy for years and years. I call these hidden messages canine distress calls. And by the end of this video, you'll be an expert in them. My name is Dr. Marty Goldstein, and I'm a veterinarian with over 40 years of experience who treats animals every single day. I built my reputation as the veterinarian people come to from all over the world when faced with a sick pet who needs serious help. I'm humbled to have helped tens of thousands of animals. See, this is how I met Oprah. She came to me when her dog Sophie was becoming critically ill, and I was able to help Sophie make a full recovery in less than a week. Though while it was exciting to meet Oprah and to have the dog whisperer, Cesar Millan, come to me for pet food advice, I don't feel you should have to be a celebrity to keep your dog healthy. That's why I made this free video. Because by learning to read your dog's distress calls, you can help revitalize your pet's health and give them all of the following: smoother digestion, which can lead to less diarrhea, gas, constipation, and better quality poop. Less unpleasant odors, not just from your dog's poop, but from their fur, their ears, and their breath. Calmer mood, which contributes to less barking, jumping, and aggressiveness. Improved dental hygiene, which could mean fewer trips to the veterinarian and less discomfort. Helps support reduced itching, discharge, and eye irritation. A leaner, stronger, healthier body. And when you add all this up, you get the most important reward of all. Healthier dogs can live longer lives, so you can hold your best friend in your arms for many years to come. Again, my name is Dr. Marty Goldstein. I graduated from Cornell University with a doctorate in veterinary medicine over 40 years ago. And in the decades since, I've seen dogs of every size, shape, breed, and health. I'm the author of the best-selling pet health book, The Nature of Animal Healing. And I'm proud to have become known as one of the top integrative veterinarians in the world because I successfully treat dogs that nobody else can help. In fact, you may have seen me on Good Morning America, The Oprah Winfrey Show, The Martha Stewart Show, or other news programs across the country, discussing my incredible tips for how you can keep your dog healthy and happy. But people are telling me this video may be my most important video to date, because for the first time, I'm going to shatter 3 of the biggest dog health myths that I consistently hear in my practice, including explaining what it really means when your dog eats poop, and it's not what you think. I'll also show you the one color of dog food you must never buy because it's been linked to various health problems, including cancer. And I'll reveal to you the simple food trick that affects almost every aspect of your dog's health. And by doing this one thing, you can help your dog with healthier teeth, fresher breath, better digestion, nicer smell, and best of all, you're going to see the incredible change in their mood, their body, and their health. And when your dog says, "Thank you," I'm going to teach you how to read those signals too. But let's start with the one fact that every pet owner must know. Many dogs that seem healthy actually have an underlying disease. This is surprising to many people, but in my experience, it's absolutely true. When I graduated from Cornell in 1973, we were taught that 1 in 10 dogs developed cancer, and they were almost always in old age when it happened. But today, over half of all dogs over 10 now develop cancer. And it's not just older dogs who have outward signs of aging. This also applies to young dogs that seem healthy, but may be on the path to serious health issues later in life if some simple warning signs aren't noticed and addressed. Fortunately, as a veterinarian with over 40 years of experience helping dogs of every shape and size, I know what your dog is saying. I know why they're saying it. And I will teach you how to finally help them fix what's wrong so they can be on the path towards a healthy and happy life, like they deserve to be. This should save dogs quite a bit of pain, and it could save you quite a bit of money on veterinary bills down the road. I'm also going to reveal to you the dangerous, hidden truth about pet food labels that very few people know about. Now, as the owner of 3 beautiful dogs, Joey, Tilly, and Redford, I was outraged when I heard this was happening. And when you hear it, you're going to be outraged too. But there's a very big silver lining, because in just a few short minutes, you're going to understand exactly how to be the best caretaker you can be to your furry friend. And by just using these simple tips, your dog can experience all of the following: improved dental hygiene, better breath, less anxious moods, a shinier, healthier coat, less itching, redness, and dandruff, vastly improve odors of their skin, ears, and poop, a healthier, stronger body, and of course, a longer lifespan. And hey, let's face it, that's what this is all about. You love your dog. They greet you when you walk in the door. They cuddle you when you're feeling down. They can even help you recover from serious illness. And for many of my clients who lost a loved one, well, the only thing that kept them from going through the darkest times was the unconditional love of their pet. Look, I know you would do anything for your dog, and I know they would do anything for you. So let's talk about how you can reward your dog's love by listening to their cries for help and doing something about it. Canine distress call number 1: eating grass. You may have been told that dogs swallow grass when they ate something bad to make themselves throw up. In my experience, this is a myth. Firstly, studies show that less than 25% of dogs throw up at all when they eat grass, and only 10% of dogs have signs of illness before they eat grass. So, why do pets eat grass? Well, I believe this distress call is saying one major thing: I have an imbalance in my gut. Now, your dog doesn't know what an intestinal imbalance is, but your dog's body does know when something is wrong. And eating grass is one way they try to remedy this. You see, all living creatures have bacteria inside their bodies, especially in their intestines. Well, even humans, like you and me. And there's basically 2 kinds of bacteria: good and bad. Now, the good bacteria are actually very important to our health, as they have an impact on how we break down food, and even affect our mood, our immune system, and our overall health. The bad bacteria, on the other hand, can make us hungrier than we should be, contribute to weight gain, mood swings, allergies, and even sickness. So, in every mammal, the goal is to have a balance of mostly good bacteria in the gut. This is true for humans, and even more so for dogs. Why is gut health so important for dogs? Well, because dogs can't control what they eat. See, if your body is craving good bacteria, it might send messages to your brain to eat more yogurt, cheese, kimchi, or sauerkraut. Now, these might seem like random foods, but they're all packed with good bacteria, and when you eat them, well, you'll often feel better. But your dog? Unfortunately, most dogs eat the exact same food every day, and they can't go shopping for something different when they have an urge. In fact, they can't even tell you what the urge is, but they will experience the symptoms of a gut imbalance, such as poor digestion, flatulence, poor mood and fatigue, anxiousness, and even weight gain. And this is why dogs eat grass, because in the wild, grass is usually full of good bacteria. In fact, there's been a number of studies that show children who play in grass and dirt more as kids go on to have healthier GI tracts, develop fewer allergies, and are even less likely to experience IBS. So, what can you do to help your dog rebalance their gut? Well, firstly, eating more grass is not the answer. Yes, in the wild, grass can contain helpful bacteria. But in suburbs and cities, where grass and dirt are exposed to pesticides, weed killers, and other toxins, well, grass can actually make a gut imbalance worse. That's why I feel the best solution is a purified source of good bacteria, also known as probiotics. You may have heard about probiotics before. These good bacteria usually come in pill or powder form, and when ingested, they go to work in your dog's digestive system. Here, they crowd out the bad bacteria, rebalancing their microbiome. In humans as well as dogs, probiotics have been shown to provide all of the following: healthier digestion, less gas, healthier immune system, better smelling bowel movements, more energy, even better mood. If you're looking for a list of trusted sources for good probiotics, well, I'll provide one at the end of this video. Okay, ready to learn another important canine distress call? Canine distress call number 2, bad breath. A lot of pet owners think bad breath is just a normal part of being a dog. and that it's caused by lack of teeth brushing. Again, in my experience as a veterinarian, this is a myth. Brushing a dog's teeth is only a temporary solution to bad breath, and actually, it doesn't even address the real cause. And even worse, the bad breath is actually a sign not just of serious dental issues, but of something wrong inside your dog's body. In fact, the root cause of bad breath isn't even in your dog's mouth. Ready to learn the truth about bad doggy breath? Well, for starters, let's think about your own teeth for a moment. And just imagine that you brush your teeth before bed. Then you wake up in the morning. You brush your teeth again, right? Why? Well, it's not like you sleepwalked all night and ate a bunch of food. No, the reason is you can feel that your teeth are covered in a film, that your tongue is dry, and in general, your mouth somehow got dirty again. And this isn't your imagination. Your mouth is dirty, and it has nothing to do with food. You see, the real cause of bad breath actually starts not in your mouth, but all the way down in your digestive tract. Here, there are several digestive enzymes that break down the food you eat. And if your dog has plenty of these digestive enzymes in their gut, food gets broken down properly, and their digestion and metabolism are healthy and in tip-top shape. But if they don't have enough of these enzymes, then they eat food, and it does not get broken down properly. You can think of this as putting high-quality gasoline into a car engine that's out of tune. It doesn't matter how good the fuel is, the car ain't going to run properly. And for your dog, their engine starts in their gut. The first thing you'll notice if they lack digestive enzymes is bad breath. In my experience, that's the smell of actual food down in their digestive tract not getting fully broken down and absorbed. Next, there's going to be issues with tartar and plaque. Remember that film we get on our teeth every morning? That's actually caused by this backup of our digestive tract. But dogs develop much more plaque than humans. This is why brushing a dog's teeth doesn't solve the real cause of tartar and bad breath. The real problem is further down the line, and a lack of digestive enzymes in their gut. So why would your dog be missing such a crucial piece of their internal health? Well, you can blame the pet food industry for this one, and a story that actually begins during World War I. You see, for hundreds of years, domesticated dogs mostly ate leftover food that was uneaten by their humans. But after World War I, one industrious company called Kennel Ration had an idea. At the time, there was a large number of deceased horses, and nothing to do with their carcasses. So Kennel Ration decided to solve two problems at once, and sell a brand new food specifically for dogs. Of course, they didn't mention it was made of dead horse meat. They just described it as lean red meat. Well, by 1940, canned dog food, usually made of horse, was the choice of 90% of American dog owners. But then something happened that changed the dog food industry forever. It's called kibble. Many people have heard the reason kibble gained popularity was that dry food could be stored longer than canned food and had less odor. And these are both true. But this is not why Americans switched to kibble. The truth is that Americans switched to kibble because of World War II. You see, in 1941, the U.S. government began rationing metal so it could be used to make munitions to fight the Germans and Japanese. And so the government prohibited dog food in tin cans. So dog manufacturers scrambled to find a new way to sell dog food in a bag. The result was kibble. Kibble was perfected in 1950 by the Ralston Purina Company, who invented a process of making kibble called cooking extrusion. This is when dog food is smashed into a dough, then rapidly cooked using steam at a searing temperature of up to 400 degrees. Now let me ask you something. If pressure cooking food at 400 degrees for 5 minutes was a healthy way to cook, wouldn't we all be making our dinner nice and quick like that? The answer is it's absolutely not a healthy way to cook, which has led to massive problems in the dog food industry ever since. Extrusion helps food last longer, but the high temperatures also destroy natural digestive enzymes your dog needs to be healthy. When your dog is lacking these digestive enzymes, you already know it can cause bad breath, tartar, and even periodontal disease and gingivitis, which can often lead to extremely painful dental extractions, one of the most horrible things that can happen to a dog. And on top of that, it's extremely expensive for human companions as well. But sadly, this isn't even the worst of it. When your dog can't metabolize food properly, they'll start sending you even more serious distress calls. Diarrhea, loose stool, and even eating their own poop or other dogs' poop. These are actually warning signs of lack of digestive enzymes. And if left untreated, malabsorption of food can even lead to fatty tumors under the skin. Now currently, the veterinary community is unsure of exactly how and why fatty tumors form in dogs. In my practice, I found that 50 to 70% of all fatty tumors over middle age are caused by one thing: improper absorption and utilization of food. Yes, that's it. Food not being properly absorbed is a major cause of poor health, from small problems to potentially lethal ones. So yes, when a dog is sending you signals of low digestive enzymes, you must listen. Okay, so how do you get more digestive enzymes into your dog's food? Well, one of the best ways is by switching to a raw diet. See, raw food is what your dog's ancestors ate in the wild. and it's what your dog was meant to eat. Ever look at your dog's teeth? Every single one of them is sharp for tearing and chewing meat. Not even one of their teeth is flat for grinding the cereal and kibble. And that's because their teeth were designed to eat raw meat, packed with all natural digestive enzymes. Having said that, raw food diets can be a lot more expensive than dry or canned food diets. And as someone who has 3 dogs and has adopted many dogs over the last 40 years, I totally understand how expensive that can get. So a much more affordable solution is simply to get a digestive enzyme supplement for your dog. These purified enzymes work the same as the ones in your dog's body, helping them break down and absorb food the way they should. By the way, I suggest this for all dogs, even young ones. In my office, we put every single dog on digestive enzymes, starting as puppies. In my opinion, it's just one of the best things you can do for their health. At the end of this video, I'll recommend some good options for digestive enzymes from sources I trust. But first, let me reveal what may be the most shocking canine distress call of all. Canine distress call number 3. Smelly ears, runny eyes, and excessive scratching. You may hear those 3 issues, which are common signs of allergies, and say, aren't those signs my dog is allergic to something like pollen or grass? And most veterinarians will tell you yes, these are common causes of allergies. But here, I must say I disagree. Pollen, wool, and grass do not cause allergies. And when your dog has these issues, they're actually yet another distress call of something internal, as they are your dog's way of expressing one thing: I have toxins in my body. If something bad enters your dog's body, such as a poisonous food or a dangerous parasite, their immune system goes on high alert. And in a healthy dog, well, this is a good thing. You want your body to respond when it has something bad in it. But here's the problem. For many dogs bombarded by toxins, their system is already overworked because of dangerous food waste coming from their gut. When your dog eats food, but it doesn't digest, waste byproducts build up in their body. At first, the liver, kidneys, and digestive tract can handle these toxins. But what if this waste builds up every day, after every meal, for weeks, months, or even years? Well, these organs can't handle the workload, and then other organs have to help out. And do you know what the largest detoxifying organ in your dog's body is? Their skin. Yes, it's a fact. The skin is the #1 largest organ in charge of detoxifying your dog's body. And what happens when the skin tries to help out with toxins? You get itchy fur, flaky skin, irritated ears, red paws. These are all the skin's way of trying to help. But the real problem isn't even on the skin. It's deep down inside your dog. You can think of your dog's immune system like an expert juggler. If you throw him 1 or 2 pieces of undigested food, he can handle that pretty easily. But if you throw him 50 toxins, food waste byproducts, and other junk to juggle, well, he's going to lose control pretty quick, and things will go bad. So, what can we do? Well, the key to helping allergies in dogs is not eliminating external factors or fighting the skin issues. The key is in creating a healthy gut. When the body isn't overloaded from processing all those extra waste products from undigested food, it can finally do its job the way it was meant to. That means only going on high alert when something really bad is in the body, and not sending false alarm reactions for no reason every day. As noted veterinarian Dr. Eddie Beltram says, allergies are of gut origin unless proven otherwise. Lungs, feet, ears, and skin are the tip of the iceberg. The problem is in the bowel. And I can tell you personally, I've seen so many dogs eliminate their allergies for good when they restore their gut health. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 dogs, but hundreds and hundreds of dogs. See, in 45 years of experience, fixing gut health is simply the best solution to allergies I've seen, bar none. Since you already know about probiotics and digestive enzymes to improve gut health, let me now tell you about the third, and maybe most overlooked aspect of gut health, prebiotics. You see, probiotics are good bacteria, but prebiotics are what good bacteria like to eat. That means that to naturally keep your dog's good bacteria strong, you should give them the stuff that helps them multiply and destroy bad bacteria. This is why I love prebiotics. They're actually indigestible, so they're guaranteed to go straight to your dog's colon, where the good bacteria are, and they only get eaten by the good bacteria, not the bad. In other words, prebiotics is like sending an airmail package of supplies to your good bacteria behind enemy lines, giving them the tools they need to fight in your dog's behalf. So, what are the best sources of prebiotics for dogs? Well, in nature, dogs can find them in certain wild plants, including raw garlic, dandelion greens, and other sources. But, as we've discussed, the modern world just doesn't have healthy sources of these plants in abundance. And when you do find them, they've probably been doused with tons of pesticides, chemicals, or other toxins that make them more harmful than good.
Update.
For years, I've been recommending a few trusted sources of probiotics, digestive enzymes, and prebiotic fibers to clients at my veterinary practice, which is why the dogs I treat are able to enjoy such amazing health and live such long lives. I make it my personal duty to ensure they have healthy digestive tracts. Because, as you know, there's almost nothing more crucial to a dog's overall health than a healthy gut. And while my patients love the results they get from these supplements, they always tell me the same thing. Dr. Marty, they work great, but it's a pain to give my dog 3 supplements a day. Again, I totally get this. Hey, I'm a busy dog daddy too. And giving every dog these 3 extra supplements with every meal can be quite a hassle, especially if you have lots of dogs. Not to mention, many of the clients I see have trouble finding brands I personally trust. The worst is all the pet food I see is labeled with probiotics. Probiotics are not resistant to moisture or heat. So if a food maker puts them in their dog food, especially kibble, well, the good bacteria is going to be dead after the heated cooking process is over. So if you ever see dog food in a store labeled as containing probiotics, just leave it there on the shelf. It's junk. Stuff like that is why I just got fed up with the products on the market. Honestly, without visiting their facilities and conducting my own tests, how could I trust them? So earlier this year, I started working on finding a new source of probiotics, digestive enzymes, and prebiotics. I began collecting samples of probiotics from a variety of sources and subjected them to a rigorous series of tests. I wanted the correct strains of bacteria that were specifically chosen for dogs, not people. I wanted strains that were high quality so they could survive the acidic environment of a dog's stomach. I wanted something that was stable so they wouldn't go bad or need to be refrigerated. And I wanted something with enough CFUs, or colony-forming units, to colonize a dog's intestine effectively. This wasn't easy. At one point, I considered just giving up and going back to some okay probiotic at the pet store. But you know what? Hey, my dogs are my best friends. I love them like family. They give me love, kindness, and affection like no other creature on earth. And I realized okay is not enough for them. No, I owed it to them to repay that love with the best. And the only person I really trusted with their health was me. So I kept at it. And finally, I had a breakthrough. I discovered a lab that could do something incredible. Not only did they have some of the finest sources of probiotic strains I've ever seen, but they had a method of combining these probiotics with my own personal favorite choices of digestive enzymes and prebiotics. Yes, they could turn my 3 favorite canine gut health blends into one powerful formula. I was ecstatic. And soon I began giving it to patients of every breed, shape, age, and size, hoping to see changes to their health and behavior. Well, the changes we saw in appearance, health, and personality were phenomenal. You could see the transformation in the dogs' faces after just the first few days. I could see the joy in their owners' faces, too. But, as my friends and family will tell you, I'm a perfectionist. So, as good as this super formula was, I knew I could still do better. And that's when I stumbled onto a little-known ingredient that would end up changing my life and the lives of my dogs forever. It's called Champex. Champex is an extract made from champignon mushrooms. Now, I've been a fan of medicinal mushrooms for years. They're well-known immune boosters and can help reduce oxidative stress on the body. They're also great for boosting brain health. But what really got me excited was when a landmark study at Penn State was published showing these beneficial effects of mushrooms may be from one specific thing it does. They found mushrooms actually improve the balance of bacteria in the gut. Yes, the mushroom will actually naturally help build up the probiotics in the gut and crowd out the bad bacteria. Well, researchers in Japan saw this and had a very interesting idea to test new ways a specific mushroom could help human users with gut imbalances. They'd been approached by a nursing home where caregivers need to change bedpans and diapers for the elderly. And as you can imagine, just like dogs, if people have a poor diet or gut imbalance, their stool is going to smell really bad, which can lower quality of life for both patients and nurses. So the researchers decided to give it a shot. The researchers started administering Champex, a powerful extract of the champignon mushroom, to patients with foul-smelling stool. Well, after just 10 days, the researchers were amazed. Patients had experienced a remarkable decrease in foul-smelling odors and bowel movements. Well, caregivers were thrilled, and they asked the researchers for a lot more. Well, the researchers, eager to understand this better, tested the stool samples for levels of ammonia and other toxins. Those are the things that actually make poop smell. When they looked at the data, they were shocked. After 30 days of taking Champex, the average levels of odor-causing hydrogen sulfide had decreased by 58%. Levels of odor-causing amine had dropped 60%, and levels of ammonia had decreased by a staggering 90%. In other words, Champex wasn't just reducing stool odors, it was literally helping the body naturally remove toxins in the gut. And once they discovered this, even more breakthroughs soon followed. In a separate study, published in the Journal of Nutrition Science Vitaminology, Champex was given to users with foul-smelling breath. they experienced a dramatic improvement after just 30 minutes. In a third study, Champex was found to improve body odors, bad breath, and flatulence. It even improved the quality of bowel movements. In short, Champex turned out to be a gut hero, the likes of which I had never seen, even in 45 years of studying intestinal health. Well, based on its ability to improve gut health and to dramatically reduce odors from stool, breath, and body odors as well, you can guess what I started to wonder. Could Champex work just as well for dogs? After researchers ran multiple lab tests for safety in canines, I agreed to obtain a small sample of Champex and add it to my formula. I began giving it to dogs suffering from bad odors, smelly poop, flatulence, and loose stool, dogs with excessive tartar buildup, bad breath, and dental issues, dogs who were itching or had red eyes and ears. In short, any dogs that had the telltale distress calls of gut imbalances, I offered this formula. And when dogs started taking this formula, they didn't just do well. No, they thrived, some of them for the first time in years. Even young dogs, when they took this formula that finally helped them get the gut health they needed, they achieved the true healthy spirit they always had inside them. As one owner exclaimed to me on a follow-up visit with her dog, "I can't believe I thought he was healthy before. Now I see what real health is." Seeing these dogs and the ecstatic looks on their owners' faces, who finally knew they'd done right by their dogs and got them the supplementation they need to live a long, healthy life, well, it warmed my heart, and I knew all my hard work had been worth it. I immediately asked my lab to produce a larger batch, enough so I could start giving it to dogs not just at my practice, but all over the country, who deserved to be as healthy and happy as they could be. We called this new formula Gut and crowd out the bad bacteria. ProPower Plus is the first and only dog health supplement to combine these exact probiotic, prebiotic, and gut health ingredients into one powerful formula. And these ingredients have been shown to support all of the following: better smelling poop and reduced body odors, improved breath and oral health, natural support for reduced itching and redness, healthier body weight, so important for longevity, calmer personality, less tears and discharge, a shinier, healthier coat, cleaner, healthier bowel movements, and of course, the most important thing of all, a healthy dog that you'll be able to have and hold for years to come. And here's the best part. ProPower Plus complements any type of food. That means it can be added to any dog's diet, whether they eat dry food, wet food, or a raw diet. And it couldn't be easier to use. Simply sprinkle ProPower Plus on your dog's food before they eat. Dogs love the taste, and they don't even realize they're gobbling up 14 of the most beneficial nutritional ingredients I have ever studied. It's a simple, powerful, proven method for finally getting your dog the gut-protecting, health-boosting compounds they need to live a long, happy life. I'm going to tell you how you can get ProPower Plus in just a moment. But before I do, I need to explain how we achieve these incredible results. You see, ProPower Plus works because I used only the highest quality ingredients, ones that have been shown effective by scientific studies. You already know about the incredible results we saw from the mushroom extract, Champex. But now, let me tell you a little about the other superfoods I packed into this revolutionary health formula. The first superfood I added to my formula is called Ascophyllum nodosum, also known as Icelandic kelp. Kelp contains many helpful vitamins, including vitamin C and beta-carotene. It's also rich in minerals like potassium, iron, calcium, and magnesium. And it's one of the few vegetable sources of vitamin B12, a major component of energy and metabolism. And it's even been shown to significantly support canine eye health, one of the hallmarks of good health. It's also high in essential amino acids and antioxidants, which help the body naturally prevent cellular damage. But what really got my attention is when researchers began studying Icelandic kelp for its effects on one thing important to every dog owner: dental health. Now, as you may know, 66% of all dogs over age 2 have periodontal disease, and this number goes up with every year your dog gets older. Dental problems can be extremely problematic, both for dogs and their human companions. For the dog, it means pain and suffering, and is now shown to be detrimental to the heart, liver, kidneys, and even suppress the immune system. And for you, well, it means totally avoidable veterinary bills, often in the thousands of dollars. And that's why I love Icelandic kelp. This superfood has been shown in scientific studies to actually improve canine dental health by helping create a naturally balanced environment in the dog's mouth. Researchers believe this is due to the presence of several compounds in the kelp known to affect dental plaque deposits, including phenols, iodine, zinc, sulfur, and powerful natural phosphates. The high content of the potent polysaccharide fucoitin also prevents adhesion of bacteria to teeth, which is why I now consider this single specific strain of kelp to be one of the best supplements for canine dental health in the world. And when it comes to dental health, remember, so much of this actually starts in the gut, which is why, in addition to Icelandic kelp, ProPower Plus also contains 4 of the most powerful probiotics known to man. That includes Lactobacillus rhamnosus, which has been shown in canine studies to help reduce itching, redness, and improve coat quality. And it also includes the super canine probiotic Lactobacillus plantarum. Lactobacillus plantarum is amazing because it can improve the stool consistency of dogs and even help stop occasional diarrhea. I don't have to tell you that fewer mushy poops is not just better for your dog, it's better for the human who has to pick it up. And incredibly, this probiotic strain has actually been shown in studies to reduce the number of pathogens in your dog's stool. That means it helps create less bad bacteria in your dog's gut, a major component of overall health. I also made sure to include several vital digestive enzymes in ProPower Plus, so your dog can break down all the food it eats, so it doesn't end up rotting in their GI tract. That means better breath, better digestion, less toxins in the body, and less toxins in your dog means they can be happier and healthier for years to come. By the way, you may have heard the expression, you are what you eat. Well, actually, what I say is, you are what you absorb and use. Because if your dog doesn't have digestive enzymes, well, it doesn't matter if you feed them perfect protein, even filet mignon. Without digestive enzymes, they just won't get the full benefit of food. In fact, digestive enzymes are so important, I didn't just use the 3 primary enzymes. I used 7 powerful, natural, gut-boosting digestive enzymes. Protease, amylase, cellulase, hemicellulase, lipase, papain, and bromelain. This is like an army of helpful enzymes patrolling your dog's GI tract after every meal, making sure food gets broken down right and turned into pure, healthy energy. That's why ProPower Plus is so amazing. It's a formula that actually upgrades your dog's current food, making any meal absorb better, faster, and more healthy. And last but not least, ProPower Plus contains our amazing good gut food prebiotics. Prebiotics are basically fiber, but unfortunately, I think most of the fiber in common dog foods is pure junk. In fact, here's a secret that makes me furious about most dog food. Dog food labels using nice-sounding words like premium, super premium, ultra premium, and gourmet. Do you know what those words mean? Absolutely nothing. They have no nutritional requirements whatsoever. Sometimes ultra-premium or gourmet dog foods are made of cheap fillers like beet pulp, soybean, and even sawdust. Yes, sawdust. And sadly, this sneaky labeling practice is completely legal. This is why we chose prebiotics made from 100% fructooligosaccharides, or FOS, the only form of prebiotics I trust for my dogs. These FOS prebiotics come from 100% natural sources, like vegetables and fruits. And not only do they help support your dog's gut balance, they can actually boost their immunity as well. And after conducting extensive research, the University of Illinois announced, results of this study suggest that dietary supplementation of FOS may have beneficial effects on colonic health and immune status of dogs. Immune health is like a shield, helping protect your dog, whether they're a puppy, a 2-year-old, or even entering their golden years. This is a benefit that can help any dog live a longer, healthier life. And when you combine these prebiotics with the other 13 gut-boosting health hero ingredients in ProPower Plus, you get what I now consider to be the most powerful all-in-one canine supplement I have ever given my dogs, period. At this time, I should point out that ProPower Plus is not for all pet owners. Specifically, I want to make clear that ProPower Plus was formulated just for dogs, not cats or other household pets. While many of these ingredients can be beneficial to cats, feline biology is a bit different from dogs, and thus they sometimes have different nutritional needs. But if you're the owner of a dog and you want to rest easy knowing you've done everything in your power to help give your pet a long, healthy life, then ProPower Plus was designed specifically for you. And while there are other so-called dog supplements on the market, please be careful about which ones you use. Many of them are not designed using a licensed veterinarian with a background in animal nutrition, and often they're made in countries like China, which have very weak standards for what they'll sell to humans, let alone their terrible standards for dogs. ProPower Plus, on the other hand, is formulated right here in the USA, and every batch is tested by third-party labs for purity and potency. It contains no harmful additives or food dyes. On that subject, I want to warn you about one color of dog ingredient you must never buy, either as a supplement or food. The color is red, specifically a food coloring known as Red 3, and use of this ingredient shocks me. A study at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee found that Red 3 can increase the risk of cancer in both rats and humans. Furthermore, the co-founder of the Center for Science and the Public Interest, Michael F. Jacobson, has stated, Red 3 causes cancer in animals, and other 3 dyes, Red 40, Yellow 5, and Yellow 6, have been found to be contaminated with benzidine or other carcinogens. And do you know what the biggest tragedy of all is? These food dyes have no nutritional purpose at all. In fact, your dog can't even see them. Most canines have limited color vision and see everything in shades of blue and yellow. These food colors are being added to dog food not for dogs, but for you, the consumer, to trick your eyes into thinking bad ingredients are actually colorful and healthy. So please, stay away from any colored dog supplements or colored foods in general. This is why I created Pro Power Plus, so people could finally have a brand they can trust, with proven ingredients, verified by a veterinarian with over 40 years of experience. Now, I want to be clear. While the power of many of these ingredients have been known for years, some are so new and advanced that their specific effects on physical canine health have only recently been discovered. For that reason, nobody can say for sure what benefits they will have on the ailments dogs experience as they age. It's just too soon to know. No natural supplements can claim to treat, prevent, or cure any disease in dogs, and I am making no such claim. That being said, veterinarian Dr. Peter Tobias states, an ideal world would be one where nutrients are recycled back into the soil and the animals would eat a bountiful variety of foods. The problem is that our present world is miles away from ideal, and nutrient deficiency is one of the most undiagnosed and serious problems connected to dog health. And well-known pet expert Dr. Dud Knuven recently declared, the younger we can start a dog on the appropriate supplements and superfoods, the better the chance of avoiding health issues down the line. Hey, I feel the exact same way. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about the results I've heard from other dog owners whose pets take Pro Power Plus. No, I'm speaking from personal experience, because my dogs take Pro Power Plus every single day. And since my dogs began taking these powerful ingredients, it's like a switch has been flipped. They're happier and more playful, while being less anxious. Their coats are lush and glowing, an outward indicator of great health. And when we go on jogs or hikes, I'm the one struggling to keep up with them. Their digestion is smooth, and unpleasant odors are few and far between. And because I'm addressing their nutritional needs with the absolute best superfoods, enzymes, and probiotics available, I know I'll be able to hold my 3 best friends in my arms for years to come. What would it be worth to you to feel this way? To know you can rest easy because you've done everything you can for your beautiful dog, a dog that would do anything for you. And to me, this feeling is what being a good pet owner is all about. On that note, let's talk about how you can get Pro Power Plus for yourself. Now, as you've probably guessed, getting all 14 of these powerful ingredients is quite a challenge. I know, because I used to buy them all individually and give them to my 3 dogs myself, and they worked great. But my patients and I both agreed that finding trusted sources of these ingredients was costly, time-consuming, and as you might expect, a lot of work to give a dog 14 separate supplements a day. That's why we've created an easy way for you to obtain our single, powerful Pro Power Plus formula for your dog. When Pro Power Plus is available in stores, my distributor tells me that it will retail for around $69.95. A great price when you consider how expensive and time-consuming it is to get these 14 incredible ingredients. But because you've watched this entire video, and I know you're serious about canine health, I've asked our team to dramatically lower the cost of Pro Power Plus for you. So, if you order today through this video presentation, you can get Dr. Marty's Pro Power Plus for just $49.95. That's an instant savings of $20. But remember, this offer is only available to first-time customers through this video presentation, and it's only available until supplies run out. Now, when they do sell out, this offer will be taken down immediately, and Pro Power Plus will return to its regular price of $69.95. This is an incredible opportunity, and if you take it, I only ask 2 things. First, when your dog begins taking Pro Power Plus, and you start to see what I did, the vast improvement in mood, the shinier coat, the stronger, healthier body, write in to tell me about the wonderful changes you see. If you can, send me a picture. My email address is marty@drmartypets.com. Seeing healthy, happy dogs is probably the greatest joy I experience as a doctor. And second, and this is equally important, please tell your friends and loved ones about the dangers of gut imbalances on our pets' health. As you know, it's one of the greatest threats to the happiness and longevity of our dogs. And most people have no idea that misleading labels and poor quality food can lead to issues with digestion, skin issues, joints, allergies, mood, many far worse health problems. I've tried to do my part by creating this video. Now, we need to spread the word. And because you've made it this far, and because you're serious about improving your dog's mental and physical health, we've got some special packages available to help you even more. You see, most dogs benefit from Pro Power Plus after just their first week of use, my dog's included. And when people start giving their dogs Pro Power Plus, well, they end up asking for quite a bit more. And not just for their own dogs, but for friends and family canines too. So, we've created multi-pack options to help you get some really big savings. Now, when you order a pack of 3 jars of Pro Power Plus, you'll pay only $44.95 a jar. That's $25 off the retail price of $69.95. And you'll get free shipping with your order today. And if you order a package of 6 jars, you'll save even more, which is fantastic, especially if you have more than one dog and want to make sure they get all the nutritional support they need. So, click the Next Step button below right now to find out if these options are still available. If we do still have stock available from this batch, you'll see a supply update on the product page with current availability. I encourage you to act now if you're serious about your pet's health and longevity. When this batch is sold out, the offer will be removed immediately, and Pro Power Plus will return to its regular price of $69.95. However, there is a way to lock in the exclusive price you're getting right now through this video presentation and to save an additional 10% off. Look for the Subscribe and Save option on the product page to claim these additional savings and lock in your price forever. Members get guaranteed free delivery every month, so your dog never misses a day of Pro Power Plus. And you can stop or pause your subscription at any time. Right now, you can pay as little as $1.27 per day to give your dog the incredible power of our revolutionary nutritional blend. Just compare that to hundreds of dollars it costs to buy these 14 supplements separately, or the thousands of dollars many owners end up spending on veterinary bills. And you can quickly see this is a great decision for pets and owners alike. Best of all, every single jar of Pro Power Plus comes with Dr. Marty's 90-day money-back guarantee. Yes, that means you can use every single ounce. And if your dog doesn't experience all of the benefits our user groups did, well, just send it back, and we'll happily return every cent of your purchase price, no questions asked, even if it's just the empty jars. You see, that's how confident we are in this groundbreaking new formula. So I want your dog to use it all, so you can see the incredible change for yourself. So click the Next Step button below, and let's get started. When you get out to our order page, you'll see order options for Pro Power Plus on the left side of the page. If you see options for our special 3 and 6 jar packages, then we still have some of those packages in stock, and the savings are still available. Our website is fully protected by the latest security technology, so your order is 100% secure. And our warehouse is based in the USA, right here in Southern California, with a team of friendly customer service specialists standing by if you have any questions. You can call us 7 days a week at 800-670-1839 with questions about your order, to hear about the lab, or just to tell us the big changes you've noticed in your dog since taking Pro Power Plus. The feedback we've already received has been phenomenal, so I hope you're able to order right now and take advantage of this special internet-only price before it shoots up and you miss your chance. Most packages leave our warehouse the same day they're ordered, which means if you order now, you could be opening your first jar of Pro Power Plus in just a couple days. And incredibly, at this special internet-only price, giving your dog the gift of Pro Power Plus is actually less expensive each day than a cup of coffee. Yet, this is one thing you'll give your dog that actually makes you feel better. When our Canine Health Blend begins to take effect in your dog, they can feel what my dogs did, the joy that comes from finally reaching optimum health. Hey, they might not know why, but they're going to want to kiss you in thanks. And you'll deserve it. In fact, I bet after your first time giving your dog Pro Power Plus, you'll say to them exactly what I did. This is because I love you, and I want you to be here for a long, long time. But remember, Pro Power Plus is not available in stores, and our formula is incredibly difficult to produce. So please, if you want to give your dog the dramatic effects of this groundbreaking formula, click the Next Step button below while we still have some jars left in stock. Now, before I let you go, do me one last favor. I want you to imagine what your dog's life will be like if you do nothing and simply let their gut health levels decline. Your dog will continue down the current path it's on. You see, the important enzymes, probiotics, and prebiotics they need aren't going to just magically appear in their bodies. In fact, every year I feel like the pet food industry gets worse. Yes, you could make some radical changes to your dog's diet, switching to an expensive, raw, 100% organic diet. But unless your dog is eating in the wild, like their ancestors, even the best raw foods bought in stores may lack crucial nutrients vital to your dog's health. You might notice your dog getting a little slower, a little less playful, a little less perky. Your dog doesn't want to slow down with age. These are just their reactions to digestive discomfort. Excessive shedding, itching, poor stool, gas, odors. These are just the early warning signs of conditions that could become far, far worse. When a dog's health really starts to deteriorate, many owners are beside themselves with grief and will do anything, including painful surgeries with exorbitant costs, just to keep their beloved pet alive. And yet every day, I see owners and dogs get to this point when it could have so easily been prevented. That's why I'm urging you to take action today and make a positive change in your dog's health. Try Dr. Marty's Pro Power Plus right now, risk-free, and see for yourself. 1 scoop a day of this blend can have such a remarkable impact on so many areas of your dog's health. I want you to see the changes that kick in with this formula. Imagine, their coat gets thicker, fuller, and shinier. Joint discomfort fades, and they begin running, jumping, and playing like they did as a pup. Digestion improves. Stool quality, gas, foul odors. With a restored internal balance, your dog can experience external changes that you need to see to believe. Dental health improves, meaning less bad breath, healthier teeth and gums. Their mood lifts like a switch got flipped because they're finally getting what their body needs to thrive. And best of all those canine distress calls can go away and become what I call devotion displays of gratitude. When your dog wags their tail after eating because they can taste their food as rich and natural health boosters, well, that's a devotion display that means thank you for taking care of me. When your dog brings you some buried treasure in the backyard, that's a devotion display that means thank you for the energy I need to be happy. When your dog gives you hugs, kisses, cuddles you, or even just leans against your leg, that's a devotion display that means I love you because I know you love me. Amazingly, giving your dog this incredible feeling of love and giving yourself this feeling too isn't impossible, or even hard to do. See, we all have the power to give our furry friends the health and longevity they deserve. Your dog trusts you for everything, to give them food, shelter, and to keep them safe from harm. As a fellow pet owner, I'm reminded of how important that trust is every time my dogs wake me up with happy kisses, jump up to greet me when I walk in the door, or fall asleep curled up close by my side. But with that trust comes responsibility. And because you've watched this entire video, I know you're a wonderful pet owner who takes that responsibility seriously. So please, click the Next Step button below and get started right away with this investment in your dog's future. And remember, this special first-time customer offer is only available until supplies run out. Just try 1 jar of Pro Power Plus right now. Get instant savings of $20 off the price of a single jar and see the effects for yourself. Don't forget, you'll get significantly deeper discounts on larger packages, up to $165 instantly off the retail price if you act right now. Try it for a full 90 days. And if you're unsatisfied with the results for any reason whatsoever, you'll get a complete refund of your purchase price. I'm positive your dog is going to love the way this makes them feel, and that you'll love the way you feel when you give it to them. And I'm certain Pro Power Plus can help your dog stay healthy so you can hold them in your arms and keep seeing that smiling face for many years to come. To you and your best friend, I'm Dr. Marty Goldstein. Still here? No problem. You've probably got questions, which is very common. In fact, here's a few things dog owners ask me most often about Pro Power Plus. Question: how many jars should I order? Well, the average order for new customers is 3 jars, and that's what we recommend to start. However, because we have many repeat customers and owners with several dogs, we offer the 6-jar package, so you can take advantage of our best pricing. Question: what's in Pro Power Plus? Pro Power Plus contains 14 different digestive enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics, mushroom extracts, kelp extracts, and other superfoods. Well, these powerful ingredients have been shown to activate a host of benefits for your dog's overall health. You can see a full list of ingredients by clicking the Next Step button below. Question: how do I feed my dog Pro Power Plus? Pro Power Plus couldn't be easier to use. Just open the jar and measure 1 scoop of powder for your dog, then sprinkle it on their pet food once a day. You can also use a half scoop twice a day. It's entirely up to you. Pro Power Plus can be sprinkled on dry food, wet food, raw food, or anything your dog eats. It has a delicious natural bacon flavor that dogs love. Now, for dogs over 35 pounds, I recommend 1.5 scoops a day. For big dogs over 55 pounds, I recommend 2 scoops. Question: how long does it take to work? Well, every dog's body is different, and all dogs have different diets and lifestyles before they begin taking Pro Power Plus. So for that reason, it's very difficult to predict exactly when your dog will begin feeling results. I can tell you that many people notice a difference in their dog's stool, GI function, energy levels, and/or odor in just the first few days. However, I usually suggest waiting 30 days so you can truly appreciate the way your dog's mood and health change once their digestive health is being addressed. Question: what if it doesn't work for my dog? Is there a guarantee? Absolutely. I take your dog's health seriously. After all, that's my passion, which is why we've sourced only the purest and most potent forms of every ingredient that goes into Pro Power Plus. In the unlikely event that you don't see an improvement in the way your dog looks and feels, well, we do offer you a 90-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. And the last question, can I buy Pro Power Plus in stores? Well, the answer to this one is no. We deliver Pro Power Plus straight to you, the consumer, cutting out the middleman so you save money. And now, with our special new customer offer, you can get Pro Power Plus at the lowest possible price. So, what are you waiting for? Click on the button below and place your order now, and let me be the first to welcome you to the Dr. Marty family and congratulate you on this decision to invest in your dog's long, healthy life.